Hello and welcome. This is Nikhil Raj, Course Director for Tutomaash.com. In this video, we will see how to create a new project in Staad.Pro. To create a new project in Staad.Pro, you have to click this button, New Project, and you will get this window. Here, you have to select whether the project is in space, plane, floor, or truss. Let's see what are they. A space function is used to make three-dimensional structure with loads applied in any plane. You already know Staad.Pro has a global axis. Look at this axis, X, Y, and Z. Space function means you can create any structure and you can give loads in any plane. And we have plane function, which is used to make structure in global X or Y coordinate system with loads in the same plane. Here the load can be given in either x-axis or y-axis. And we have flow function, as we can draw flow structure which will have no horizontal movement. That is, there is no movement in x-axis or z-axis of the structure. In a flow structure, every joints, the force in x and force in z, moment in y will be restrained. And the last we have truss function, which allows to draw structure consisting of truss members. This is an example of a truss member where we consider only the axial member forces and we consider there is no bending in the members. So here we are going to select space function because we can create any kind of structure in space. So that is the reason why I checked space. After selecting the space option, you have to tell program the file name. You can enter the project name over here. Whenever you create a project in Staad.Pro, that project need to be put inside a folder and the location need to be specified here. And then you have to set the length unit. If you're using a metric system, you need to set meter and kilonewton. And if you are using an imperial system, you need to go for foot and kilopound. Once you're done, you can press next. And you will get this window. Program will ask you to select Add Beam, Add Plate, Add Solids, Structural Wizard, Staad Editor, and Edit Job Information. Let's see what are they. Add Beam function will help user to create a 3D model involving beams and columns. And we have Add Plate option, which means you can create concrete slab or steel plate using this function. And we have Add Solid command, which is used to make solid structures such as retaining walls. And other option is Structural Wizard. Using this wizard, program help user to choose the structure and modify from an existing template in Staad.Pro. If you go to Structural Wizard, there you can see number of default templates where you can modify it. We have default templates of truss models, which consist of Pratt truss, Warren truss, and so on. And we have frame models like bay frames, grid frames, floor grids, etc. And we have surface and plate models like quad plate, cylindrical surface. And we have solid models and composite models like bunker or silo. And we have Staad.Pro editor. In Staad.Pro there are two interfaces, that is graphical user interface and non-graphical user interface. For example, if you want to create a beam, you can easily see that beam virtually inside the software. That is what we call as graphical user interface. And in non-graphical user interface, you cannot see that beam virtually, but you need to convert that beam into the terms of codes. So that is Staad.Pro editor. This function was used very long back where the graphical user interface was not used. But nowadays Staad.Pro is having a very good graphical user interface, so this function is used very less. And the last option is Edit Job Information, where you can enter the job information, the client data, job number and revision status, committed date, and so on. Now let's see how to do this in Staad. To create a new project, you have to click New Project. Here program will ask you to select space, plane, floor, or truss. If you want to create any kind of structure and loads in any plane, you can always go with space function. Rest of the functions I have already explained. Then enter the file name. Say Silicon Oasis project. go to the location where you want to save the project. So here I have created a folder under documents saying Staad projects. Here I'll create a new project folder saying Silicon Oasis project. Press enter, minimize this window and give the location from here. You can go to the downloads, Staad projects, Silicon Oasis project. So all the files which is related to this project will be saved now under this folder. This is a very good practice because once you've done the analysis in Staad.Pro, Staad will generate 10 to 15 files that containing different data. So it's always good to save the project in a particular location. Once you set that, you need to set the length units. If you are using metric, you have to go for meter and kilonewton. Then press next. Select add beam and press finish. This is how we create a new project in Staad.Pro. So on the next video, we will see how to create new models. That's the end of the session and I hope you understood well. Keep posting your queries and feedbacks, and if you want to see more videos, please log into www.tutomaash.com. Thank you.